Help us understand what you came here for and what we have been doing over the last 6 weeks.
I came to learn the McKenzie Method that I heard about for my sinuses and hopefully back pain also, but right now we're focusing on sinuses.
Sure.
For the last 18 years I've had constant congestion. It just feels like there's mucus in the back of my throat.
Mm-hmm.
I've sounded nasally. Very rarely do I even sound like myself like I do now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, my nose, the right side of my nose would always run, and I had pressure in my sinuses, my upper jaw, my teeth, all the way up, and then I also had no sense of smell.
So for how long have you been having these symptoms, which I saw you for on December 5th?
Correct. For 18 years, since I moved back to Missouri.
For last 18 years?
18 years.
And these symptoms, were there all the time, or it will come and go?
No, I pretty much had them all the time.
Okay.
It would get worse sometimes, like maybe in spring and fall,
Uh-huh.
but yes, I had them, well, for the most part, all the time.
Okay. So help us understand, so what all you did over the last 18 years for those symptoms?
I have tried everything you could imagine. I've tried 3 different nose sprays throughout the years. I have tried several allergy medicines where I would take one in the morning and one at night.
Mm-hmm.
I have done nasal rinses. I have tried oils. I've eaten honey. I've eaten bee pollen.
Mm-hmm.
I've done pretty much everything that I thought I was supposed to do, and nothing has helped me.
But did it help somewhat when you were doing that, or it didn't? Your
It
symptoms?
seemed like it helped some,
Mm-hmm.
because I did try to get off last year. We had such cold weather. I tried to quit taking everything, and the pressure and everything got worse. So then I went back on them like within less than 3 or 4 days.
Okay, all right. And you had mentioned to me that you were also doing some allergy shots.
Oh yes. Well, I also did every 6 months you get a steroid shot.
Uh-huh.
I did that for many years.
Okay.
And then I also went to an allergy doctor in Kansas City and did actual allergy shots where they do all the testing on you,
Uh-huh.
and where you go once a week and get a shot. And I
Right.
did that for about 6 months until I had an allergic reaction and broke
Uh-huh.
out in hives, and then they wouldn't do it
So
anymore.
when you were doing those allergy shots, did it make any change in
So-
all these symptoms?
Not in all of them. It
Okay.
might have just done a little bit with the congestion, but other than that.
Okay. I saw you on December 5th, so help us what happened
Oh.
after that.
Well, I've been doing the exercises that
Yeah.
you told me to do.
Yeah, those were neck retractions.
Next week, yes.
Yeah.
And what day did you say you saw me?
I saw you first time on December 5th.
Okay, well, by December 13th, because you told me that day to stop taking everything.
Right. And so
against
that
my
day.
better judgment, I did.
Yeah, I know it was. You were here for a couple of hours that day,
Yes, I was.
and we did a very thorough neck movements. We did several. I applied some overpressure also,
Yes.
and I also did a procedure in you lying down,
Mm-hmm.
and so you got a really good hang of how to do the exercises
Yes.
that day before we stopped all that
Yes.
medicines. So can you show us how you on December 5th? How did you started doing the exercises?
With my double, I
Mhm.
just
So you just did cervical retraction and
Right.
sitting.
and hold it sit up straight with good
Mhm.
posture,
Mm-hmm.
and just hold it back as long as I can and release it. And I
Uh-huh.
just kept doing it throughout the whole day.
Throughout the whole day you did it.
Yes.
And you stopped all your medicines.
All but the nasal rinse, because
Yeah.
that was something I forgot to mention.
mention to me. So we didn't stop and you were doing the nasal
Yes, because I
rinse.
forgot to mention that to you
Okay.
on that day.
Right. And so then you came back 5 days later on December 10th.
Right.
So let's run over what happened 5 days
And that's
later.
when I mentioned the nasal rinse, and you said stop everything.
Yeah.
So then I stopped that also, because I had already was improving, but I was still having some
Mhm.
nasal. And so I stopped that, and within 2 days of stopping the nasal rinse along with everything else, so it was like a week or 8 days,
Mhm.
I no longer sound nasally.
Mhm.
I have a sense of smell. The right side of my nose no longer runs.
Mhm.
I don't feel the congestion like I used to. I sleep better through the night. I don't have dry mouth. all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm actually in awe, just that everything that it's done, just in that shorter period.
Yeah.
So
Well, you did your part too. You did
Yeah.
your exercises diligently and regularly. So, okay. So, any allergy, any sinus symptoms you are having?
no, like right now I can sit here and breathe through my nose, which I haven't been able to do forever.
You were taking all these medicines, right?
Yes, and I had tried 3 different nose sprays.
Uh-huh.
I tried this one, then we try another one, then we try another one.
Right. And you're not using
And I
any of
switched
those.
out like the allergy pills. I would switch out every 6 months or different ones to try.
Yeah.
No, I'm not using any of that.